Hey all, it's Aurelius. Welcome back to the channel. So there's this tool that's been going around and I've seen people use it to create essentially faceless channels on YouTube and on TikTok. And you may have stumbled upon these sorts of videos where you've got animations going on with the captions and perhaps some stories going on and even educational shorts and short form content. Essentially, AutoShorts is exactly what the title suggests. It will create shorts for you on autopilot. As an example, AutoShorts automatically created this short form video for me called Unveiling AI's Productivity Revolution. It's included the title, descriptions, come up with a full video script for it. And what it's done is obviously create that short video. And then what it will do then is automatically post it on the social profiles that I've selected, including TikTok, and perhaps YouTube as well. In addition, it will automatically schedule it for you based on the days and times that you want. So Sundays, Tuesdays, Fridays, or whatever you want. Furthermore, once it's posted this first video, it will automatically create the next video based on the same topic and the text prompt that you add, which I'll explain later, and then schedule it for that day that you've set. And the best part is, as you may have heard 1,000 times already, it's all on autopilot. You don't need to do a single thing. You don't need to create the content. All you need to do is enter and type in that initial text prompt that you want to create that video series, and then it will do the rest for you. But before you jump the gun and go ahead and sign up for AutoShorts, I want to explain exactly what AutoShorts is, how it works, where this fits into your existing business brand, or perhaps you're starting from scratch. And is this really a legitimate and proven way to actually start getting views, start getting subscribers, and of course, monetize your business? That'll all be explained in this video. All right, first of all, to give you a bit of context, this is one of the videos that AutoShorts generated for me based on the text prompt that I added. And essentially I wanted a short form video based on the evolution of AI and how it all started and where it is today and the future of it. So let's go ahead. I'll play a few seconds of this, not the whole thing because this is 39 seconds. So yeah, I'll probably play about half of it and then stop it. Then here we go.
Did you know that the concept of artificial intelligence dates back to ancient Greek myths of humanoid robots? Fast forward to today, and AI has revolutionized industries worldwide. From streamlining manufacturing processes to enhancing customer service with chatbots, AI is a game changer.
All right, so that's a little sample there. You get the gist of it. It's come up with not only the graphics and the videos and animations for it, but also the captions and voiceover. You may also notice that obviously these are all AI generated and it's using the back end of generative AI. So it's coming up with unique pieces of videos like you see this, like the graphics here with the robots and the backgrounds and the backdrops and landscapes. Now let's get into the actual step-by-step guide on how to create some shorts through AutoShorts. All right, so once you've created an account, you can create a new series. What exactly is a series? Well, the best explanation is actually on their frequently asked questions page, and there's one called What is a series? So a series is a collection of videos that are all related to each other. For example, you could create a series called Interesting History and have a new video created each week or day, depending on your plan, relating to history. Better that I actually show you and then you can get a feel for what a series actually is. All right, so if we click on create your series, the first thing you're going to want to do is choose a destination. These are essentially your social profiles. So select your destinations and then you'll see the accounts that you can link to. You can link it to your YouTube account. And by the way, you can only link it to one account per AutoShorts profile. All right, so that's one thing to note. So for now in this demo, let's just choose my account on YouTube. And then step 2 is the content. What will your video series be about? Right off the bat, you will see some predefined content ideas like random AI story, scary stories, motivational, bedtime stories, interesting history, fun facts. These are all kind of generic and I wouldn't go with any of these. I'd rather create my own prompt, which is what you can do. You can click on custom And then from here, you enter a custom prompt. So in this demo, let's say I just want to share some videos on a regular basis based on fun facts about AI. And then I would have regular content based on those topics. All right, so let's just stick with the AI topic. The next step is the narration voice. You can select from a number of AI voices. Let's go ahead and play some of them, with Echo being the first.
In the heart of the city, there is a large park where people go to relax and enjoy nature.
Now we've got Alloy. I'm not sure how to
The sun
pronounce
rises in the east and sets in the west.
that. Yeah, we got Onyx.
The train chugged along the tracks.
So it really depends on your topic, your industry. Maybe you want a more authoritative voice or a more casual voice. So yeah, go ahead. But I'm just going to choose Echo. And there's actually multi-language support. So if you do want your videos in a different language, you can do so based on some of these other options. All right. So the next thing is duration preference. Do you want a 30 to 60 second short or 60 to 90 second short? You know, you've got short form and a longer form sort of piece there. But let's stick with 30 to 60 seconds. Then once that's all done, click on create series, and essentially and technically that is all you need to do. There's nothing else apart from maybe setting the schedule that you want. All right, so what it's doing now, or what it's come up with, is the first ever video in this series of videos that will go and be published on your channels. All right, so we've got AI's role in revolutionizing healthcare. Then it's come up with a description, and this will essentially be the caption of your video. On YouTube, it will be in the description, and you've got a script, a full script that it's come up with. And yes, you'll see that there's a field box right here, which you can go ahead and adjust later on once it's completed with its rendering. And then you can choose whether to enable background music or not. Then you've got an option to set it for schedule. All right, so when will the first video be posted? On 17th of May, you know, at this time, and you can adjust the days, let's say every Sundays, Wednesday and Friday, and what time exactly, what time do you want it? This is based on your system time, your computer. All right, so local, GMT plus 10, and that's what it's indicating, all right? And once that's done, all you need to do is sit back and relax. That is the whole idea behind AutoShorts. Once that first video is posted, you should see it on your social profile. So in this case, I'm in my YouTube studio. This was the very first video that I tested it on. So it's the AI Revolution, today's impact. Here is the description, and here's the video, of course. And now what you can do is just wait for the next one to appear. And going back to AutoShorts, you will see it right here under past videos, the videos that have already been published, and this is the one that's been published. And what you can also do, of course, is download the video, and you will also be able to download that video. So you don't necessarily have to post it automatically to your social channels. You can essentially use AutoShorts to create those AI videos and then simply download it rather than scheduling it. So that is completely optional, actually. You don't need to schedule it, and that's something I should have noted in the beginning. And referring back to the current video that I just rendered right here, we can look down. You can once again confirm which account it's going to be posted on, and then you can choose the visibility on YouTube, whether you want it public, or let's say you want to schedule it, but at the same time, you do want to moderate it first. So let's say unlisted, which is essentially which can be viewed by the public, but only if they have the link, but only you can see it too. If you want to set it to private, that means only you as the creator can see the video, even if the link is available. Those who have the link won't be able to see it, but you can set it to unlisted, so that it's actually kind of queued in your YouTube studio, like what I've got here. And then once you're actually ready to post, then you hit that publish button, as well as making it public. Now, with most platforms and tools, there is a cost involved. You know, these platforms can't survive otherwise because you're consuming some of the usage, the backend APIs, things like that. So these are the plans and pricing that AutoShorts offers. Right, so starting with free, you can join for free, right? Create one video, one series. However, there will be watermarks, and you can't auto post to your channels, and you can't download the videos. So essentially it's just literally a trial. You can demo it, and if you like it, then you upgrade. So the next plan above that is the starter plan, coming in at $19 per month, and you can post 3 times per week, which is essentially what we saw back here, and you're given 3 days to post automatically, letting AutoShorts do that for you. And you've got all these other features like no watermarks on the videos, of course. Now, if you're looking to amp it up, look into the daily, which essentially allows you to post on a daily basis. So instead of having the 3-day schedule, we've got, you're given like 7 days of the options right here under series schedule. And the next one is hardcore, which is twice a day. All right. And with all of the plans right here, you're only given 1 series, and it will automatically do it for you for 1 series. And essentially 1 account can handle 1 series. So if you're looking to have 2 series, then you're going to have to create 2 accounts on AutoShorts and create 2 plans, or paying twice. And this will amp it up, but you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to generate a ton of AI content on that same platform. All right. I'm not even sure you can even do it for the same channels, but let's say you've got 2 different accounts, 2 different channels on TikTok and on YouTube. All right. And that would be the scenario. All right, with all that said and done, I know that you may be concerned, may be worried. Is this even safe? Is this legitimate? Can you create AI generated content, videos, and post it on these channels? Well, based on the FAQs, I'll share this once again. Scroll down a bit where it says, will I get banned? It says our service has been reviewed and approved by TikTok. And what it's suggesting is that to warm up your accounts, so TikTok specifically, if you've got a brand new TikTok account, make sure you don't start posting using AutoShorts from scratch, because TikTok will then see this as, a spammy account. It's just created from scratch, and all of a sudden all this content's coming through. All right, so you want to be posting, of course, content that's original first, and in fact that is something I want to touch on. But before I do, I want to explain YouTube's side. All right, so I found this article called Our Approach to Responsible AI Innovation, and right here where it says disclosure requirements and new content labels, they've got this new policy that they've implemented. If you read here, it says specifically will require creators to disclose when they've created altered or synthetic content that is realistic, including using AI tools. All right, so technically on the back end, when you go back to your video, you need to check this box where it says altered content. You need to say yes, because it generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur. So it does come under a couple of these points right here. And that is what's required on YouTube side, all right, if you are using AutoShorts. Related to some of these concerns and worries, I do see that using this tool, yes, does come across as spammy. What I would suggest you use AutoShorts for is in conjunction with your existing content. So if you're currently creating original content, original short form content, what have you, or if you're using or creating long form content only, and you're wanting to take advantage of short form content on TikTok and YouTube and what have you, then yeah, why not use AutoShorts to integrate it all together? You may also be concerned about whether AutoShorts generates the exact same video for multiple users. Let's say they enter the exact same prompt about, the fun facts about AI, then it ends up coming up with the exact same video that based on the graphics, options, the scripts and everything. What AutoShorts claims is that each of the videos are never reused. And in fact, what it does use is generative AI. So it's always going to come up with something fresh, something unique. Even though the concept may be the same, the words are going to be different. And what it generates in terms of the graphics and the images will be different too. So if you are keen on trying out AutoShorts, is go ahead and sign up for an account. It's free. As you saw on the free plan, you can create that first video, see how it works and see how it generates that AI video to determine whether this is something you could go ahead and implement and integrate into your existing business. Ultimately, you can decide whether AutoShorts is right for you or not. I showed you what AutoShorts is, what it does, how it works, and some of the concerns and worries. And at the end of the day, you can go ahead and trial it out. There's no obligation. All right, so I'll leave a link to AutoShorts. Give it a try. This may just be a fun little AI tool that you play around with and toy around with, but go ahead, use a link in the description, and looking forward to sharing the next training and video with you.